to Humanity is a youth-led feminist organization. It's led by young people for young people. It's basically about feminism. It's basically about human rights.
You get right. Waiting be your right. Join the whisper, Sabi your right.
Another supervision of Sabi your right by Humanity, and this is being brought to you on the platform of Heritage 88.7 FM. Hope you're having a good Thursday. It's quite sunny out there. And a bit of traffic here and there. But it's good that we are here and we are ready to take you on a roller coaster as it has to do with what we started on last week. We started talking about security. All right, but before then, your girl Eberry, of course, that's my name back when MIT. I've got a couple of people working on me on my Ozichukwu for the death Ozichukwu. And of course, Emmanuel. Did I get that right? Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. These guys are always behind the scene, making sure that we have send to every other day. All right, so I already made some noise on social media to say that today is basically for you, right? Really less of the talking from this end and more of the talking from you. We want to know what security is like in your area. Of course, we did say last week that you have the right to protect us, okay? That's the duty of every government to the people, of course, one of the essential duty of our government is to see that our rights and property are protected. So basically, we can say that that is your right, even though in our constitution we do not have we have sub laws, talking about your security, not major laws. There are sub. So your security is enshrined in those laws, more like put it like under something like that. Okay, so we had barrister who really took us through, all of that last week. Barrister Princess Anita. But this week, it would be you talking to us about your area. Remember, we're still in the My Emo project where you get to tell us what you like about your emo and what you don't like about your emo state. So basically, here's the opportunity where you let us know what security is like in your area. We know we're in the new type season, yeah, and a lot of celebration will be going on here and there and all of that. And even as it stands now, people have started throwing fireworks, knockouts, all of these mini explosives, in our area. So we want to be sure what's going on and how you are doing over there. So it's very, very important that you be part of the show today. Tell friends, and trying to get those calls coming in. The number to call is 0811 288 7887. Again, 0811 288 7887. So while I'm waiting for your call, I'll just quickly take you back to how last weekend went for us at Group like Humanity. Okay, we did tell you, of course, that we were going to have the Imo Youth Democracy Day, where we had youth from different local governments come talk about what's happening around them and how we can improve, how they can be improved on, from security to education to health to economy, all of these aspects were looked at, and it was amazing to get feedback from people who have either been listening to the show or just got to know about the show, but are in our local government, and it was amazing. It was it was really engaging, back and forth with the challenges that they're facing and what can be done to see that they live better lives in this community. Because actually, these are not going to run from their homes yet. They are there. That's where they have. Some of them have their inheritance, land, farm, even houses, and all of that. So they are not going to Jaffa. They won't run away from there. So it's either we make it work or we make it work. All right. And it was really cool. It was really cool. Quite engaging. It was fun at the same time. A couple of people made it really fun talking about Mary Jacobs herself boss of this project management. And she did a good job, I can go back and forth and all of that. In fact, there was even training, yeah, media training, um, you know, something from the educational sector, had a teacher there who spoke to us. Ooh, it was amazing. I basically had fun. Okay, so back to us right here. We're still talking security. What has security been like in your area? You are in Olu. We want to hear you. You're around Ukuta. We want to know. You're even within Owerri West. We want to know. Okay. If it's all right, and then the job, of course, is to protect. The amazing thing about most or all of these agencies is that they are here to protect, whether protect life or protect property or protect the law or protect the citizen, however it is their job is to protect. So there lots more. I can go on and on with this, but let me just hush here with the Economic and Financial Crime Commission. This one fights crime, just as the name is, money crime. They jump on yes, I call okay. They fight crime, crimes that have to do with finance or money, you know, uh, criminals and all of that. So basically, they are the ones that do the investigative job. Okay, the job is not so much to arrest, detain, punish, all of that. No, no, no. They get people, find out information about maybe certain money that the person um, whistleblowers have been over, and then they find out. They try to investigate where the money has gone to. So basically, that's their job, and then they hand the case over. So for the authorities that now prosecute. judgment for basically cause and impact. But of course, you know that all of these services, all of these agencies, all of this government body is meant to secure you and I in Nigeria and in you know um over the earlier this week we had in fact from my own end the gunshot movie it was a massive event. You know, there's something I do when I hear things like that. I start, praying for the people. Like, God, wherever this thing's happening, please protect these people, keep them, or, let bad things not happen to them. And that was what I was doing. It was so much. Somewhere around 3 a.m. was when it woke me up, and it was so much. And you could hear stuff like explosives. And I'm like, what's going on? What is going on? And I'm sure a lot of you heard because I had to, go to Facebook to try to find out if I can get info. And that was when we learned, of course, police have really taken it on that already. Early 60s, that and INEC office was raided, burned, some cars burned, of course, these was also with fire and all of that. Now, it goes so much to say that, we have security challenges. But, I don't want to be the one talking alone. Where do you stay? Where's your area? What's going on in your area? Are there security challenges there? Let's call on the government to look into it, especially because it is Christmas and we want to celebrate Christmas. Everybody want to have fun. For example, I have a sister who's not in the country. This time we talk about coming back, like, hey, hey, you guys should just hold it. Because most of them coming back, they don't feel safe. They don't feel, that they've made so much money out there. They want to come back and spend it in Nigeria. But somehow they feel the risk. So can we reassure both us in here and the ones that are going to come back this Christmas of their safety? Can we let them know that things are all right? Is it possible that they will come, they will leave, and they will go back peacefully? So that's why we are giving time or ample opportunity for you to be part of your security here in the state. Again, the number to call is 0811 Again, 0811 All right, so I'm waiting for your call. We'll just listen. I'm going.
Prosperity Humanity is a youth-led feminist organization. It's led by young people for young people. It's basically about feminism. It's basically about human rights.
You get right. Wetin be alright? Join the Whispers Sabi alright. Make we talk everything we concern human rights, security, oppression, and injustice. The Whispers Sabi alright is brought to you by Whisper to Humanity, sponsored by Action Aid's Tech for Democracy Project. For inquiries, call or WhatsApp 0815 401 4746. The Whispers. Sabi, you're right.
The Whispers. The Whispers. The Whispers. The Whispers. The Whispers. Whisper to Humanity is a youth-led feminist organization. It's led by young people for young people. It's basically about feminism. It's basically about human rights.
You get right. Wetin be your right? Join the Whispers Sabi your right. Make we talk everything we concern human rights, security, oppression, and injustice. The Whispers Sabi your rights is brought to you by Whisper to Humanity, sponsored by Action Aid Tech for Democracy Project. For inquiries, call or WhatsApp 0815 401 4746. The Whispers Sabi your right.
The Whispers. Whispers. We want to change the narrative. Whispers. Change the narrative, and we want you to be involved. Whispers.
That was Taylor Swift, Sick and Sound. Of course, that's what we're wishing you as you journey through this Utah season to keep us safe and sound. We don't want to hear bad news or miss you too much. All right, thanks for listening to Heritage 88.7 FM, and this is W Life for you by the Humanity. And I'm still here with you also. We're talking security today, just checking out how security is like in your area. If you need forum, any of our security agencies to look towards your area, so important that you're giving a platform to do so. Okay, the number 4 is there 811 288 7887 again. 0811 288 7887. All right, you can call now. So before we went on that, we took a break. I was talking about the incident that happened here in the States. That was on Monday. Yeah, so this is week. Okay, where national, the independent National Electoral Commission of State was created. Now, this incident, of course, you remember that there was an early attack in INEC or youth local government of state that was in Thursday, 1st of December, and then all were government office and Sunday. So it feels like it's a back-to-back happening, with this rating of INEC office, you know, here in the state. And now the Imo State headquarters, which is located in the center, basically in the center of the state, in the center. So what does this mean for us? What security actually do? What does this mean? And I must say kudos to um, the Nigerian police force here in the state. I must give them credit. I was following back to back online. I was following especially Community um, broadcast while the press system was going on. I was following back to back on that. And you could see three men gone down, and it was a terrible sight, a very terrible sight. You know. And we just want to give you the opportunity to let the government know what's going on in your area. You know, as somebody saying that, people are still actually talking, that the place is not safe anymore. We want to know if your area is cool. If your area is not cool, we'll come on the police to put an eye in that area. But I think on Monday there was site security in the town because some people from my area went out and they say you will drive 7 kilometers and you see a checkpoint, 7 kilometers and see a checkpoint. I'm not saying because of the wind or whatever, but the fact that that level of security was within the city was is applaudable, and we wish that that will be constant, especially throughout the festive period. If it's possible to get security checkpoints at every point. Now, these guys who are the checkpoints are not there to disturb, you know, civilians. They're not there to disturb citizens. They're there to make sure the free and safe movement of people and vehicular movement and all of that. So basically, this is us on Whisper to Humanity, seeking for high security within the state, within the city center. You can't go from Amakoya to warehouse and there's no security along that place. You can't also go from warehouse to World Bank and not find security. Down to Redwell, down to Jogless and Oji area as well. Now, if you watch, it feels as though that Oji area as well, a lot of things are happening. I'm supposed to have a shoot around Oji, a video shoot or something this week. And I was told, no, you can't go there. I'm like, what? It's normal Oji that we stand up and go, you just want to go to Oji, clean, stand up, clean your boss, and hey, you are at Oji. But now, in fact, it was sent when you don't go there. I had to cancel my shoot in the week. I had to practice cancel. So I know you guys are OG, you guys are the ones, you know, probably experiencing the heat and all of that. But it'd be lovely if you're calling right now and letting us know, what's going on in your area. In case you don't have the number, it's 0811 Again, 0811 Someone might be saying, what the heck, I'm going to travel. I'm not going to be here, during the festive period. I'm traveling. Oh, well, you will travel and you will come back. All right? You won't travel forever, right? And I don't want to go into, personal things. But the truth is, we need tight security in the we need tight security in our not streets now, entrance to the street or entrance to estate, entrance to certain areas like from Oji flyover down to Amakonya flyover. Once in a while, we get vet security operatives just come and go. They come and then they go. But if they can be steady, and I'm thinking if the police can be steady in that area or the army, whichever that works, because sometimes you also see guys that are not identifiable on that road. They just wear stuff, come there with their guns and all of that, and you have to respect everybody on the road. You just have to respect this person because it's believed that they came out from, any of these ones that I have mentioned. If they're working with the government to secure life and property. So we commuters just respect them, stop and stop, calm down and calm down, and all of that. So it's very important that we know who these guys are, where they're coming from, who they're answerable to, so that it's easy to say, oh, your man committed something here, and we can relate it to the police, or an army committee help. You can relate it, it is relatable. You can hold them accountable. But when you have a security operative on the road who does not have tags, you can identify the person. Yes, because he's wearing some sort of uniform, is commanding you, and somehow you're obeying because the uniform, gives it up. But somehow they should have means. They should have badges to show who they are, to show their name. I know most of them, hide their names, but it's very, very important, So if the state government can look into this to make sure that whatever checkpoints we're having in whatever security operatives are functional in the state are identifying them, I think it will give the citizens, more confidence in our security agencies. It will give the citizen the ability to say, okay, we have our guys around us, no shaking, no fear. People are packing their bags and leaving their home. Just around where I stay, I can tell you just this morning, you can say maybe it's a celebration and all of that, but people want to go to where they are safe. They want to go to where, if anything is happening, they can easily call on, somebody around them, say, oh, help or see what's going on. So it's very important. This festive season, security is trying to be chief in all right. Okay, so Heritage 88.7 FM and I mean right it's on your radio, eBerry. Okay, you want to be part of the show, you can call 0811 288 7887. Again, 0811 288 7887. Okay, so there's some security tips that were shared or given during the last program that we had, the Youth Democracy Day. One of them is that you make sure that you don't work alone at night. Wherever you go to, be church, office, whatever, once is night, you either stay back there or you wait until the coast. I almost said the coast is clear, yeah, but yeah, you know what I mean. You wait until it's safe to go out. Okay? Do not be found outside late at odd hours. Odd hours can be from 10 p.m., 11, 12 a.m. What are you doing outside? So this is some of the security measures that you can put together for yourself to make sure that you are safe in your house. All right? I know they say states are not worry time, we roll at night. But looking at it this period, it doesn't seem to be safe. Okay? So it's advisable that you're home with your family, with your security alert on. Very important. The other day, somewhere around Seabad, most of these landlords that will build houses and will not put wire the fence. I think that's what it's called, the wire on the fence. Just build a house and leave it like that and put in tenants. And I wonder how, those tenants are not also complaining, or talking to the landlord about putting wire around the house. And these guys use ladder to climb the, and what woke me up sort of was I'm not a deep sleeper, so any small little sound tends to wake me up. So more like a gunshot, and then I woke up like, what's going on? So then I was discovered that this guy used ladder from the outside and climbing on the inside, and there was another ladder on the inside and all that. So there's security measures that you can take on your own to protect yourself. All right, you're living in a house where there is no fence, there is no wire. Okay, you guys can come together and put wire there. It's for your own safety, and then mind the kind of security guard that you have. Most times they seem to know better than even you, who is a tenant in the house. They are the ones that will know that, oh, this one is so. This one is this person and he lives so. I'm not saying don't know people around you. But what I'm saying is make sure the guy at your place is a trusted person. Because I've lived in a place where it was the gate guy that planned this attack in the house, and apparently the the way the house is, right, like a twin building. So the owner of the house lives in the other side while we were on the other side with another just about 2 neighbors, and the gate guy planned the whole thing, opened the doors for this guy, and then there's this gate connecting to our own area, and the guy jumped through the fence of the box and could easily stretch and hold the rail of our house, and then he jumped in. And somehow I just saw somebody by the window, stuffing his hand through the window to pick phones that are charging and all of that. And then I don't know what even came over me. The way I screamed was like I would just get it but I catch him. And then he scampered. But what I'm trying to say is we saw the footprint of the leg, we saw the footprint from down the fence down to our own fence, and the other had to follow it, and it led to this guy's door straight up. And guess what? When we acted like we already know you are the one, the guy left, said he wasn't going to walk again. So know the security guy at your case point this period. Don't just employ any person. Make sure you have their people. Then again, I think you should stop putting your gadgets by your window. Those can be um, sort of some attraction, yeah, for this bike. If I can pass by your house, for those of you who don't have fences and all of that, and I see you charging your phone by your window, it's a catch 22 for some of these guys, and you don't want that. Okay, make sure your phones and your gadgets like your laptop, laptops, and all of that are charged in a secure place. And even if they come, and then don't keep valuables by the window. But people keep things like camera, keep, also. Okay, you might want to change that this season. Okay, another thing is, I think it's time for estates and, there's a way the, um, the buildings in Imo State is, right? Some like Amakwazia, probably from the warehouse down to Rapport, or before, or in Alvan, and then from Alvan down to Rapport, like that. You should have your own security. They call them local operatives. You should have your neighborhood watch. Very important this season. Because somehow government will do their part, but we also need to do our part. Okay? Have your own neighborhood watch. A lot of times we'll have these people and we start paying them. At some point we stop paying them. And then the truth is, some of these people also turn against you because they are not giving them money. So rather than having them as a hoodlum in your, some of them, not all of them, rather than having some of them as the wahala in your street, turn them now to be the security, the work them. They will do a good job once you are paying them and you're paying them as at one due. So you can also develop something like that for your environment. You know. And then another thing we talk about was that you know it's dicey. Maybe it's something we can show open. I have some sort of weapon strap on you, like pepper spray. Okay, you can have a pepper spray in your bag, all right, and it's for your self defense. Very important because these days you're walking on the street, somebody snatches your stuff and all of that. Somehow you are left alone or you just run away. Sometimes they even try to break. There should be some sort of self defense. So pepper spray is not a bad idea. But if you have things like knife and all of that, and if security operatives see knife, you will not explain to them that you're doing self defense. Most of them will not even understand. We don't want to do this. Yeah, we found a weapon on you. But I think pepper spray is mild. It's a mild, you know, defense mechanism for themselves. So yeah, you can move around because it's very important. And then it depends if your street is dark. Like I don't like walking around at night. I don't know how. Maybe because we were told to go in early. So working around at night is not a thing for me at all. Once is, I mean, wherever I am, I'm inside it. No coming out. But if I have to go out, or if you have to go out, you can have one two people go. There are places that you can't help. You just have one two people that go with you. For example, during this period in my pregnancy, you know, we're thinking what if labor starts at noon? What if, you know, you don't get to your ED, your date of expected delivery? It comes before then. Would you now say, oh, because the security challenges? Yeah, no, you don't want to die in your house, right? You have to. So in first cases, you might need to move with two, three people. Don't go alone, just like what anything can happen. We're not praying for anything to happen, but these are some security measures you can put in place. Don't go alone. All right? And then feel free to report. Like we're giving you the opportunity to come on air and report, so to speak. Feel free to report things going on around you, species. Like a security neighborhood watch should be able to know when a strange face enters your neighborhood. Hello, who are you? Who are you looking for? What do you want? Very important. Because some of people, they come around, they scout the place, they walk through back and forth. They can be easily identified by this neighborhood security watch. So this period, when you see strange faces, you know, suspicious people, please raise alarm, report, talk. Don't be quiet and say, God, my place is secured. No, nobody knows what will happen in the next minute. So it's very, very important. Then, if you're having ceremonies with period, especially if you have people make share pastor, like they travel and they're coming back, please employ the services of security in your environment. Don't just have events where there are no security police. Whether you're doing concert or you're doing a wedding, whatever it is, employ security operatives to be there, be on ground during the period of your program, and after that, because people are scared to attend. Somebody had a burial in one of these very wonderful places, and then she wanted some people to come and appreciate, blah, blah, blah. They said, until we know this come, get what you will give us or tell us, we cannot come. Let the people there do the appreciating. I'm talking about innocence. And this happened just a couple of days. They said we can't come from here there because the burial thing is not a secret. People already know that there's going to be burial. I was scared of our life. Just for security sake, we're not going to do that. Okay, I mentioned the they said we're not going to go travel all the way there for the burial. So let the priest there or whoever conduct the burial. So people are being careful, and are scared for their life. So just small things that you can do for yourself and help yourself with period. very, very important. Then ladies, I wish you can open your ears wide. Things have changed, times have changed. It's not like as it used to be before, you know, somebody just comes in, calls you out for a hangout, and then the place is secluded. What is worrying you? Why are you going there? Make sure if it's a sit out is in an open place. I'm not saying don't hang out. I'm not saying don't go visit. But I'm saying do it in the open place where you know you are safe. A lot of things are going on, now. Things have really changed. It's not the days when somebody wants to come and visit, they will come to your parents and say, oh, we want Stella to come and visit. And your parents know you're actually going out with this person and all of that. These days, people just run along with whoever. You can meet somebody on the road, that was who left her house very early in the morning. She was going for a meeting. And on the way, she got a lift. This guy said, let me lift you to where you're going to. I'm going towards this direction. And she entered the guy's car. Before you know, he got to Turbine Junction and turned towards Wedlock. And she kept saying, no, that's not the way, that's not the direction to where I'm going to. He said, yeah, he knows. And he kept driving and she's like, what's going on? That's when he put out, something and said, if you shout, anything you take. You have to come and follow the guy all the way to where he took her to. And then, of course, he locked his car and wanted to rape her in his car. I want to tell you something that happened outside the wheel. It happened inside the wheel, in his car. So ladies, be careful. You don't know the guy, and he's telling you, come here, do this, do that, and you're foolishly doing it. This is not the time to be foolish anymore. Receive sense and stop behaving like this. Yeah, because your people love you. Your parents, whoever. I thought this is crazy. I mean, my kid is, my son is going to be 6 years, couple of days on the 18th, right? Yeah. I know the pain. I know the challenges. I know what it takes to be pregnant. You give birth, not to the point you even see the child grow. And then they come and tell you sorry, oh sorry, oh sorry. No. Child, receive sense for yourself. Because your parents will be hurt if you're gone. So this is a period where a lot of things happen. I hope that by next week we'll be looking at sexual abuse and all of that. Because this is the peak of it. When it comes to December, some girls sense they lost. Like they just remove the jeans to wear. A guy will just come and that's it. Before you know, by January, she's pregnant, she can't go back to school. And, in fact, there's just a lot. When we come to the security matter, it's plenty. It's so much. Okay? So we'll be doing the last lap of the show. All right? I'll just go play you something real quick. And when we come back, we'll be talking conclusion. Don't go.
Whisperity Humanity is a youth-led feminist organization. It's led by young people for young people. It's basically about feminism. It's basically about human rights.
You get right. Wetin be alright? Join the Whispers Sabi alright. Make we talk everything we concern human rights, security, oppression, and injustice. The Whispers Sabi alright is brought to you by Whisper to Humanity, sponsored by Action Aid's Tech for Democracy Project. For inquiries, call or WhatsApp 0815 401 4746. The Whispers Sabi your.
The Whispers. The Whispers. The Whispers.
ep.22.
All right, it's still on Heritage 88.7 FM, and it's still that the right on we're talking security today. It's giving you the opportunity to let us know what security is like in your area and giving you tips as well. And we're telling you the agencies that are responsible for your security, the security of life and property here in the state, and they work in the government. So having identified them, it's very important that these are the people that we want to be on our street, obey in our community. Anything outside that becomes, a challenge. So I have told you earlier that it's possible you will encounter some of these things. Please be quick to raise alarm. Don't be silent and say, they happen for my area. They happen for your area, they happen for your area. I wouldn't really talk when things they happen for no. But now they're happening in emotions, whether we like it or not. There are issues here and there, cases here and there. See them on social media, see them in our news and all of that. So it's important this season that you stay alive for yourself and for us here at Such Man. We want to see you next year. Okay? We don't want to lose you. We're not ready. But in fact, we don't want to lose you. So please let your security be your number one priority. In everything you're doing this period. Be careful where you eat, where you drink. Very, very important. People do add this back, But me and you, we can make it good if we become security agents ourselves. Operate they look, not just sit down, shut your eyes. Know what's going on around you. Know who and who's around you. And know, the right people to holler when things are happening around you. Very, very important. Okay? Thank you so much for listening to us on this show. I hope that you learned a thing or two that you're going to put to use even as we celebrate this season. Merry Christmas in advance. Please keep my chicken and rice. If I know you can do, I will do it. Okay. All right. So I have to say this channel for my Emmanuel and for the chief for making this show possible. You guys have a lovely week.